Morning, everybody. We're just trying to test the system one last time before we go live. Maps?
Yet. Have you gone to YouTube and enabled it?
Yeah. Chose to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good morning, all of you. So I guess we are on. Maybe last few minutes to go before we actually kickstart the process. The last 3-4 minutes to be more precise. Good morning, good morning. We have Anjali with us, Meghna, Mohit, Nadafali, Hari Prasanna, Abhinav. We have D Cools. Good morning, D Cools. Akshay Patel, Shubham. It's nice to have all of you here with me. Kundan Kumar, good morning. So I just started a few minutes earlier just to have a sense of how we will be going through this process. So it's kind of a testing for the system. I hope you all are studying well. Champ, Bhuvi, Priyanka, R.K. Yadav, Ashutosh, Ravindra. Hi Ravindra, how are you? Yo, Arvind, yo. Shuvendu, Suman, Akhilesh. Yes, I hope all good and nice. If you have any doubts to clarify with me, be it preparation, be it about how to manage, okay, let me know. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. But yes, as of now, okay, we'll first focus on the lockdown problem that we have and how can you best organize your preparation. Okay, yes, Swambhu, the pleasure was all mine. The pleasure was all mine. It's always very energizing for me to be interacting with you guys, teaching you, being with you. I enjoy this process. Yes, and in many ways, this webinar is very special to me because after I announced uh, Educami, Educami as a new institute, this will be first online interaction with all of you on the YouTube. So good morning. Good morning, Deep Chandra. Good morning, Rishabh. Princes, absolutely. Princes, yes. Good morning, good morning. What course will be available? We're going to offer the entire range of courses, Costa. We will have geography essays to start with. And like I said, we have partnered with IAS Chrome, Chrome IAS of Mr. Mridul Purohit. So we'll try to offer even GS. Okay, in fact, we are coming up with a GS test series program sometime probably in the first or second week of June. We'll have a webinar for that too. We'll have a webinar about that too. Okay. Upcoming courses, no, that's afterwards. First, I'll discuss about what you can do to manage this lockdown, the extended lockdown that you have. We'll talk about that first. Okay, so nice to be amongst you. Nice to be amongst you. And yes, good morning. You have done the essay courses under my guidance 2 years ago, Azhar. Well, I hope you learned from the process. I hope it was beneficial for all of you, all those who had joined back then. So now we have a different system, a different institute, and let's see how it goes from here. Right. Good morning, Sudhvi, Praveen. Good morning. So are we ready to start off the process now? It's almost time. It's almost time. Yes, lockdown is challenging. It is mentally very draining. I can understand that. Is the voice loud and clear? I believe no buffering problems. Is the voice, is the streaming proper? We have tried to fix these small things. Good morning, hello, yes. Okay, okay, fine, that's nice. Aurangabad accident, oh my goodness, please do not talk about any more unfortunate incidents. We had Vizag yesterday. Okay, yes, oh my goodness, something is terrible. It is clear. You need to jot down. It's your choice if you want to jot down or not. This is just an open conversation that we are having. It's more like a webinar, like I said. I'm not teaching anything here. Thank you, Siddharth. Thank you for your good wishes. I hope we live up to expectations. We deliver what I have always wanted to help you with. I hope I can do justice there. Yes, lockdown does make people lose focus. Lockdown results in lot of psychological issues. Yes, staying back in room. Yogesh, worst year. Well, let's not talk like that. Okay, these are events. I'm sure we can get over. Okay, we can get over that. Okay, good morning, all of you. So I think it's exactly 10 by my watch. Let's get started. So formally now beginning the interaction. Good morning, all of you. Welcome to the open webinar. And this is a special webinar for me, at least, because it's the first one that I'm having under the banner of Edukemi. And the whole purpose of this webinar is to see if I can address some of your concerns and help you prepare through this lockdown that we are facing. I have been receiving a lot of messages, mails. I had interactions with my students on the online channel, and everybody has that one concern that, sir, we're not able to prepare, tell us how to manage. And I think one of the worst affected are those who were giving their interview, who were giving their personality test. It got disrupted abruptly, and they are probably left in the lurch. Okay, so they have been asking me how to go about the process. The main examination, we do not know. The government announced that they'll come up with a proper order telling us when they will be finally announcing. Okay, so sometime May 20th, hopefully they'll give us the dates also, some idea at least when we can all begin. So welcome to this webinar. Thank you so much, Azhar. Thank you so much. Yes, it's great for me too, seeing all of you participate here. Okay, so this is the purpose of the webinar. Now, I'll ask you a couple of questions, okay? This is an interaction, not really a teaching. Let me ask you a few questions here. First question, what is your, say, guess about when the prelim examination will be scheduled? Let's see what you have been thinking or what have you been analyzing. What is your guess? When do you think the prelim examination will take off? Given the fact that things are still not very clear from the government. Do you have any figures? Some date, 11th July, 30th June, August. Okay, month of July, August, September, July 26th. So I think, yes, August, mid-August. Okay. So you have done some bit of your calculations also. Definitely not before July. Okay, that's a very strong statement. August first week, that's very, again, pretty close for comfort in terms of dates at least. Okay, mid-July, August. So do we all agree on one thing, that probably the month of June is with us? It will not be in the month of June in all probabilities. And I will agree with you for the month of July, maybe because even for the NEET examination and for the JEE examination, engineering examinations, I think the dates have been postponed for July the 26th. Okay, so let us agree on one thing. So we're going through a process here. Let's agree on one thing, that more or less the month of June is with us. So if we start from today, we have approximately 1.5 months. Okay, so that's one call. Okay. The second call, the second question I'll ask you is, what do you think, having talked to people around you or even a lot of webinars otherwise, what do you think you should be preparing in this phase? Should you be focusing on the prelims or should you be focusing on the main examination? Anybody? Okay. Okay, fine. We have an idea about the dates now, more or less. So what do you think? Should we be focusing on the prelims preparation or should we focus on the mains preparation? Anybody? Well, what do you think? You've heard people speak, you've heard your friends share their ideas with you. I'm sure you are coming from some amount of analysis, both mains 50-50. Okay, so we have Saurav saying pre, Alisha saying pre, okay, Naveen says pre, optional, and okay, so there is a bit of division here. 30% time for the mains, okay, 30% of time for the mains and pre both. So I think most of you are going a bit safe by saying both. Now, when you say both, basically you are not yet decided as to what you want to get into. Okay, that's understandable. Okay. Now let's do one thing. Let me quickly help you understand this process in a bit more different way. Okay, a bit more different way. Can you all see my screen? I'm sharing with you. I hope you can all see my screen. And on my screen, I'll try to write down a few things, and then we will see if some of that makes some sense. Okay, so I hope you can see my screen. Yes, okay. My whiteboard is visible to all of you. Yeah, Preetham, Lalit, yes, Anand, you can see my white screen. Okay, okay, that's fine then. Now see, okay, please concentrate now. I'm trying to give you some bit of logic as to why I'm saying how you might go about preparing. Okay, so the first point here is, let's be very sure about one thing. Okay, one thing that we are sure about is that we have the month of June with us. Okay, so June 30th, okay, tak shayad prelims na ho. So you still have approximately 1.5 months. Of course, the exact dates will be out only in the month of, by 20th of May. But June 30th is what we know. So it's like if I'm standing here, today is the 8th of May, 8th of May. Okay, this is the 30th of May. And this is the month of June. And this is the 30th of June. Okay, and if the prelims is conducted, it could be probably in the month of July. Okay, July, maybe July first week, second week. Though we have speculations about the fact it could be also be August, it could be September. Okay, so the second thing what we know is, okay, that the exact dates probably is going to be sometime in the after first or second week of July. And this part of the information is something we are not sure about. This is something we are not sure about. And what we are not sure about, I'll say, let us not speculate too much. What we are sure about is this particular date. Okay, June 30th, we probably will not be having too much of concern for the prelims at least. Okay. Now, keeping this in mind, I will say my suggestion to all of you is that do not plan too far into the future. I mean, all my students will vouch for this. I am always very careful when I'm planning. I don't want to plan for 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, because these are very difficult times. Otherwise, also when you prepare, to set targets for as much as 2 months, 3 months, 6 months is almost impossible. Yes, you can have a very broad vision. You can have a very broad idea about what you want to do. But let us be clear that let us not fix targets. Let us not fix targets too far into the future. too far into the future. And a comfortable zone probably will be, let us prepare for, let us prepare for till 30th May. Let us prepare for till 30th May. I hope you can see some sense here. Because see, if the government comes up with a date on 20th of May and they say something like 1st of July, you must reorient the entire preparation for month of June again. So I will say, let us not plan beyond that. Okay. So 30th May is something that we probably can be ready with. 30th May is something probably we can be more assured with. Okay. Do we all agree with this idea? Okay, let's have some amount of convergence here. Do we all agree with this idea? Let us not go beyond 30th of May. Okay, and I explain what my logic is. I explain what I think why we should not be going beyond 30th May. Is that okay, all of you? I think most of you agree with this. Okay, now keeping 30th May as our date. Yes, okay, 30th May as our date. Now, there are two types of students we have here. Okay, fine. Now let's get back to our point here. So what I have is 30th May is what I'm keeping as my target date. Now, keeping 30th May in my focus, I'm saying that we have two types of students. One set of students are those who have given the prelims at least once, and they have qualified, and they have given the mains maybe once, twice, or thrice. Okay, yeah, 31st May. Yeah, that's right. Okay, it would have been. Okay, yes, I agree. It should have been. Okay, 31st May. Okay, and then I'm saying that we have two types of students. Okay, one set of students are those who have not given the pre earlier. This is their first attempt. Okay, and there are those who have not qualified earlier. See, the preparation and using this time that you have will not be same for all students. There are students who are giving their attempt for the first time, and there are students who have given attempts earlier but have not qualified. So definitely you are a bit more skeptical, you are definitely a bit more scared, you are not very sure about if this is the right strategy. Okay, can you really afford to skip the prelims or not? So you are one type. And then there are others, okay, who have given the mains earlier. Okay, so there are others who have appeared for mains. Some of you probably have appeared mains twice or thrice. So you have an experience about the pre-examination, and you are probably not as scared as the first group of students. So the strategy for both of you will be a bit different. That is my point of contention. That's my suggestion rather. Okay. Now those who are giving their pre for the first time, okay. Now for you, I will suggest, that do not ignore prelims. Okay, prelims is important for you. Prelims is definitely very important. If you don't clear prelims, many other things don't fall into place. So those who have not given the prelims, or those who have not qualified prelims earlier, and you have a lot of doubts about the preparation, don't stop prelims. Okay, you should be with prelims for some more time, but you should also include some amount of mains preparation. By the way, let me ask you a question. Approximately how many hours are you studying? How many hours are you devoting every day on a regular basis? Anybody? How many hours? Is it 7 hours? Is it 6 hours? Is it 10 hours? On average, how many hours are you devoting for studies? Now that the classes are no longer around, you are in your room more or less. Okay, so 8 hours. Okay, Ranjit says 8 hours. We have Balaji saying 6 hours. 8.85 to 9 hours. That's a very big range, beta. Okay, 10 hours, 10, 12 hours, 6, 7 hours, 12 hours. So can I safely assume that most of you are putting around 8 to 10 hours? Okay, I think that's fair enough. Try to go for 10 hours because these are those difficult times. But I know some days you probably will have a few more extras of study and others may not. 18 hours. Oh my God, Rishabh and Gaurav, 18 hours. I will say that's unsustainable. Okay. Anybody who's studying more than 12 hours, you'll have to reduce your time. देखो इस प्रिपरेशन में एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट ये है that you shouldn't be overestimating your stamina, and there's something called as timing your preparation. So if you study 18 hours, 20 hours at this stage, okay, when the prelims is not very sure, you probably will end up burning yourself out. Okay, the last 1 month, when the dates are fixed, when you exactly know the dates, probably go for 15 hours and more. But right now, you'll have to slow down, conserve some amount of energy, get your stamina back, okay, get your focus back. It has been distracting for all of us. So 10 to 12 hours, I would be happy with, but maybe some of you are okay with 8 hours, that's okay. So prelims preparation, given this type of time, I'll suggest that you guys should put in about, okay, 3 to 4 hours for the prelims. Okay, 3 to 4 hours per day. Okay, and remember that this target I am setting till 31st of May. On 1st of June or 31st of May, I'll get back to you again on another webinar. And once the dates are decided, I'll tell you how you might move thereafter. By 31st May तक का program है, irrespective of what the announcement is on 20th of May. Okay, in all probabilities, the prelims is not in the month of June, so keeping that in mind. So till 31st of May, you have another approximately about 20 days to go. Okay, 3 to 4 hours of your time should go into prelims preparation. And the mains preparation, okay, you will have to start with, and the mains preparation, you have 3 choices. Okay, you have preparation for essays, preparation for GS, and preparation for optional. 3 choices. In the 3 choices, my suggestion to you is, okay, optional till 31st of May, don't bother too much about it. Now, why I'm saying this is, dekho, you are giving a pre for the first time. You have given attempts earlier but have not managed to qualify. If you distract yourself from the GS too much, it's possible that you probably will be affected adversely. That's why I'm saying you guys can afford to ignore optional, focus more on essays and GS. Now, in essays, now essays is something I will suggest it's best if you are part of some coaching or the other. Essays requires a lot of collation of content, it requires analysis, it requires quite a bit of writing skills. Essays requires organization skills. Essays requires you to go beyond the regular syllabus and start treating those topics in a different way. So if you are considering essays, I will suggest join some program. Okay, I have launched the essay program, but if you think you can manage essays afterwards, that's okay. In that case, focus more on GS. Okay, so the crux here is those who have not given attempts earlier, or for those for whom it is the first attempt, focus on essays and focus on GS. Okay, so in the next 15 days, you can afford to put 7 to 8 days for essays, and all the 15 days you can think of working on GS. So essays is something you do not need to work every day. Even if you put probably 2 or 3 hours for essay, it's good enough. On essays mein kaise padhna hoga, we'll see that afterwards. Some of you have done the essay classes already. Some of you have already gone through, okay, some course or the other. So you can devote some time. And in GS, I will suggest, okay, pick up topics that have some overlap with your prelims. Okay, say you pick up topics like polity, you pick up topics like economy, you can pick up the topic of environment. I'll suggest these 3 are huge overlap with your prelims. Okay, You can also choose to pick up modern India if you want to pick up. Okay, some area of your GS which has an overlap with your prelims course. Okay, but do not pick up all of this together. I'll suggest pick up any two. Remember, our date is 31st of May. Okay, our objective is till 31st of May. Pick up any two of these. It could be polity economy, polity environment. It could be polity modern India environment, economy environment. Any two of them. And in any two of these, I'll suggest you should be practicing. Okay, any two areas. Pick up any two areas from here and practice answer writing. Practice answer writing. Okay, and I think 15 days time or 20 days time is lot of time to at least have command over, if not two complete areas, 1.5 areas are fairly possible. So शायद पॉलिटी आप पूरा कर लो, इकोनॉमी आधा कर लो, और मे बी पॉलिटी पूरा कर लो, half of environment, half of modern India कर लो. Okay, practice answer writing to previous year's questions, answer writing to maybe whatever test series you have been part of. Okay, so this is going to be a strategy till 31st of May. And whatever you are practicing here, revising here, whatever you're referring and reading here, ultimately will help you in your prelims preparation. Okay, so guys, did you understand the strategy that I have been suggesting? Okay, did you understand what my intention is here? Okay, it broadens your horizons, it helps you mature your content. Okay, then that's your choice, Santosh. That's your choice whether you want to join essays right now or afterwards. Okay, you haven't completed the mocks test, that's okay. Even then, I'll suggest get into a bit of your mains preparation. Dekho, there are infinite possibilities in how you can plan these lockdown days. But what we want is some kind of a logical plan, something that makes sense, something that probably leverages and puts you at some stage of advantage. It's not randomly suggesting you do this and do that. Okay, whatever you do should be part of some kind of proper, planned and well thought exercise. Okay, it's not foolproof, but till 31st of May, I think this is very much possible. Okay, so I think most of you are in convergence. Okay, and essays, it'll be nice if you can prepare in the guidance of somebody or the other. So I'm sure some of you have joined some other course earlier, or some of you probably have been managing on your own. That's okay. And the target can be maybe try writing. If you are not a part of a program, try writing 2 or 3 essays and get the essays evaluated by somebody you trust and somebody who can give you some time. Okay, polity for the mains. Now, beta, I'm not going to teach how to write answers here. I'm assuming you have been part of some test series or the other. आपने कुछ लिखा हुआ है. I'm not the right person to comment on what type of answers will you write in polity or in economy environment. I'm assuming you know this a bit, and then you take off. Okay, so this is the strategy for those who are not sure about their attempt. Strategy for those who are still insecure about their prelim chances. Do not leave prelims, but make sure you diversify a bit into mains also. And for you, I specifically mentioned you can afford to ignore the optional paper. You can afford to ignore the optional paper. For my student, it is geography. For others, it could be anthropology. For some, it could be maybe political science. Many of you may be first attempt students. Recipe is fresh. Okay, so ignore optional for now and get into a bit of prelims and bit of mains. So it's like this. Okay, so day 1, I'm looking at the week. Day 2, day 3, day 4, 5, and 6. The 7th day you can take off maybe if you want to rejuvenate yourself. Every day you should have some pre-preparation, prelims. And I'll suggest the prelims preparation should be more around, around solving MCQs and focus a bit more on current affairs. Okay. And to this, okay, add GS mains, add GS mains, add GS mains. And in GS mains, the focus should be writing, trying to cover, okay, any 2 topics of the GS, and that also in the form of answer writing. And preferably, I said, pick up polity, economy, environment, or modern India, any 2 of these combinations. And the third thing, okay, is pick up essays, okay, maybe 2 or 3 days a week. So you have got 2 weeks, approximately 6 days essay kar lo, and try writing 2 or 3 essays. Okay. And if you have joined a program, some of you have joined a program with me, you can be with me. I'll try to do whatever I can in this 15 days so that you have an edge over the others in the essays preparation. So guys, is this part clear, all of you? Okay. Is this part clear? I hope, okay, this makes sense. Is this part clear? Philosophical essays, but essays को कैसे पढ़ना होगा वो बात की बात आएगी. First, understand what your overall planner should be looking like. Okay. Is this fine, all of you? Yes. Prithvi, Survi, Devanshu, Sudhanshu, I hope I'm getting across. Okay. Now let us come to the other set of students. Okay. The other set of students who are those who have appeared for the main examination earlier, who are relatively more confident about their attempts. Okay. How should you manage? Now, for you guys, I'll suggest, because you have given your prelims earlier, because you definitely are not as, okay, say stressed out as others, till 31st of May, okay, you can leave prelims preparation. Aap prelims pura chhod hi do. And you should get into mains preparation. Again, in mains preparation, you have essays that you can work with. You have GS and you have optional. Okay. And I think if you're putting in 10 to 12 hours, you can divide your time between all the 3. Okay. For optional, try to revise model answers. Okay. Try to pick up, okay, 2 or 3 units of your optional. Say in geography, you can take up maybe geomorphology and climatology. You can take up climatology and oceanography, or maybe geographical thought along with agriculture, or maybe population geography with probably settlement geography. Not the entire optional. Pick up any 2 or 3 units and try to memorize answers. Memorize. Of course, I am assuming most of you have done 1 or 2 test series in optional. Most of you have appeared for some program or the other, like either in geography or anthropology or political science. आपने कहीं पर भी कुछ ना कुछ तो किया ही होगा, because you are given your mains earlier. So definitely you have the notes ready with you. Revise model answers. And again, do not spread yourself thin across all units. Pick up 2 or 3 units, the most important units that you think you want to focus on, and start memorizing answers. I'm not saying write answers. Writing answers can still wait, but if you can memorize, and in 2 weeks' time, I think you can memorize approximately 20 to 30 answers. Memorize answers. And in GS, okay, I think you must focus on ethics paper. Focus on governance paper. Okay. topics related to public policy. Now, why I'm suggesting this is because these are areas which otherwise you ignore or do not spend enough time with. Okay, these are those areas which require a lot of integration of concepts. It requires a bit of higher understanding. It requires collating a lot of information, and a lot of abstract writing is required. So it'll be nice if you can practice a bit of ethics paper. Okay, and I think 20 days time is a pretty good amount of time to have a decent control on any two of the areas. Okay, so paper 3 के topics हैं and paper 4. See, I am deliberately trying to differentiate the strategy for those who have not given the prelims till now, and strategy for those who have already given the prelims once and have been the mains. Those who have not given the prelims, I'm saying focus on topics like polity, economy, environment, modern India. These are those topics which are more concrete. These are those topics which have a bit more decisive course structure. They have a more structured content. It's not as abstract. But those who have given their mains, those who have attempted the mains once, I'll suggest you should be focusing on ethics, governance, and public policy. And these are those topics which do not have one textbook you can depend on. So it has to be notes that you have acquired, or collected. It has to be some reading material you have collated from different sources. Okay, so some of you are asking me what is the source of these readings. I think better, again, like I said, I'm only suggesting a planner to you. I'm not going to tell you the details of how you can study all of this. You must talk to the respective subject experts. You must talk to the respective teachers or talk to some peer groups where they are discussing this. Okay, but your strategy for preparation is a bit different from the strategy for the prelims preparation. And finally, of course, essays. Now, you guys, because you already have given the mains, you should be trying to write down 5 or 6 essays. Those who are writing for the first time, try 2 or 3 essays, likho or check karao. And those who have given the mains, do a bit more of essays writing. Okay, and this is not to promote my program that I'm launching. It's up to you wherever you want to join. It'll be nice if you join some program and learn in the process. But otherwise, if you have faith in yourself, if you have a faith in your preparation, please go ahead and use this time in this way, more or less. Okay, so I hope I have discussed for most of you. Yes, absolutely, you're right. Okay, Anjani, you're right. Do not copy the strategies. These are only suggestions. Okay, exactly how much hours you will put in, exactly what books will you read, exactly how many days you want to devote for a particular topic. That's entirely your choice. Okay, in fact, some of you also have a different cycle of sleep and wake. Okay, so it's up to you. You want to study in the night more or study in the mornings more. That's your choice. So nobody should be copying anybody's strategy, but this is my suggestion to you how you can go about. So those who have given their prelims earlier and have qualified, ignore prelims till 31st of May. And those who have given your prelims but not qualified, or it is your first attempt, in that case, don't ignore prelims, but do discuss a bit of mains also. Is that okay, all of you? Is that okay, all of you? Did I make myself clear to most? Yeah, you want to ask me something? The ones who appear exam in 2021, what should their strategy be? Sunny, I'll come back to you. Give me a few more minutes. I'll come back to you and tell you what your strategy can be. Okay, I'm talking about those who are giving the prelims, and perhaps they are the ones who are most distressed. Those who are giving the attempt in 2021, आपका थोड़ा अलग strategy होगा. But those who are giving the prelims this year, I think you are the most distressed. You probably are the most lost. You are the ones who are very badly messed up with all of this. Okay, Memorizing answer helps. Ayushi, if you memorize answers, okay, it helps you write new answers faster. If you don't memorize answers, I mean, Ayushi, I can assume you have not given your mains at all. Okay, so one of you is asking me, why should you be memorizing answers? Those who have given mains will understand and appreciate this fact that in the main examination, you actually do not have any time to think and write an answer. You do not have any time to create an answer from scratch. Okay, it's a very, very tight amount of time you'll have to manage and juggle with. So you need to have a bank of answers that you have memorized. It could be as much as 70, 80, 100 odd answers you'll have to memorize so that you can start, okay, managing the new questions in a smarter way. That's the whole idea. Okay, so memorization, it is the rule. If anybody challenges this aspect of preparation, I'll say you do not know how to prepare for the UPSC examination. Memorization, rote memory is an absolute necessity. Memorization, okay, answers and facts and concepts are absolute necessity. You cannot ignore that. Okay, and memorization is no rocket science. You'll have to be with the answers and do that. Okay. In fact, some of you have been part of the enrichment program in geography and test series. I've given you a lot of model answers. I hope you have been memorizing those also. Okay. So is this part clear, all of you? I hope you have got the essence of what I was trying to tell you. Okay, is that okay, all of you? Okay. Now for those who are giving your examination in 2021, okay, I think you should not hurry. Take up your GS the way you want to take up. You can also take up option you want to take up. Maybe from the month of June, you can join some test series also if you want to join. Okay, so 2021 May, you don't have to change anything. You continue the way you already had planned. आपको कुछ change ही नहीं करना. Yeah, is that okay, all of you? Yes, can I? Freshers, beta, Tanmay, when you're fresher, I'm sure you already have something in your mind about how you want to go about. You have something in your mind how you want to, okay, how you had planned to go about. Don't change anything. Just go on with that. Your GS preparation, okay, your current affair booklets, just the way you are continuing. So this strategy is mainly for those who are giving their prelims as of now, or for this year. Okay. There's something I want you to know. Okay, yeah, please just give me a few minutes. Have you heard of a concept? Okay, I'm going back to my screen share. Okay, I'm going back to my screen share. Okay, can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen? Yes? Okay. Right, fine. Now, I want to ask you something. Have you heard of a concept called as VUCA? V-U-C-A. Have you heard of something, okay, which is V-U-C-A, VUCA? Have you heard about it? Anybody knows what VUCA is? Anybody knows what VUCA is? No? No? Somebody used the word volatile, yes? Okay. Now see here. Dekho beta, if you are looking at the world that we live in, okay? If you're looking at the world that we live in, we must appreciate the fact that things are not really the way we wanted it to be. Okay? Because there is something called as plan. Okay, you're having a plan, you have a strategy. There's something called as, having some kind of, a blueprint. You have some kind of a policy you want to work with, whatever. no matter how much you plan, no matter how well you organize your concepts and your dates, a very important thing about your success is your attitude, how you manage your emotions, how you manage yourself, how you manage the challenging circumstances, how you fight the odds. This is very important part of whether you actually succeed or not, and whether you actually work out your plan or not. Most of us, most of us probably are too scared. Okay, we are too unsure about things around us, and we tend to lose our focus. I mean, I've been talking to students for the last almost 1 month now. Every day I get messages, I get mails. In the classes also, I find students complain about the uncertainties. Students are despondent about what's happening around us. They're losing focus. They are losing, okay, concentration. So many of them have got demotivated also. Many of them have lost that momentum also. And I found students who say, sir, this is our bad luck that hamare saath hi ye hona tha. Okay, some of them complain. He said, it's like, no, we are the chosen ones, that we have been afflicted with this kind of pandemic, and we are living through this. So for you guys, okay, and others also, try to work on this emotional and the attitude aspects. And that is where I'm talking about a concept called as VUCA. Okay. Now, what is VUCA? It is a very old concept which was, okay, given as early as 1980s. Okay. If you can see my screen, okay, the concept of VUCA. This idea was given in 1980s. In 1980s, and this refers to four things: volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous situations. You know, in 1990, 91, the world went through a tremendous amount of journey. You know, USSR had collapsed. Okay, the Berlin Wall, the German unification had happened. Okay, globalization had started off. Like India and China were quickly emerging. ASEAN had, okay, already made its presence felt. The US, the US was like a sole superpower. Okay, terrorism was increasingly becoming a challenge. It was a time when everything was uncertain, everything was volatile, nothing was known as to what will happen in the future. So a term was coined for this post-Cold War situation, and they called it as VUCA, volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguity. What I mean by volatile is something that keeps on changing very fast. Okay, things change very fast. Uncertain as to we do not know what will happen. Okay, we do not know the future. We have no knowledge about the future. We cannot predict anything. Complexity means many things are related: the social, the economic, the political, okay, democratic issues, arms, race, terrorism, trade. It's too complex. And ambiguity का मतलब होता है that it means many things to many people. It means many things to many people. In ambiguity, we lack clarity. Okay, and the US Army came up with this idea that we need a special type of leadership in the VUCA situation. We need a special type of strategic thinking in this VUCA situation. Okay, and I think the COVID-19 of this year is something like the VUCA situation, where everything is volatile, uncertain, very complex. Okay, it's very ambiguous. Governments do not have the exact clarity. People who had jobs are losing their jobs. They do not know what will happen in the future. Technologies are changing. Okay, so this is a classic example of a VUCA situation. And beta, मैं आपको कोई बोल रहा हूँ. You guys are aspiring for what? You guys are aspiring for one of the most influential positions you can think of in Indian political economic system. Indian bureaucracy is a very powerful institution. You are in many ways going to be leaders. You are in many ways going to be hemming a lot of important positions and posts. So if you fall apart, if you lose faith in yourself, if you seem to be losing it, okay, while others also are collapsing, then probably it tells me a thing or two about you and your personality also. This is a very good time to get your act together, to get skills, to acquire skills, emotional skills, so that you can manage yourself in this VUCA situation. So don't talk yourself out and say you are demotivated. And trust me, there are people who are worse off than any one of us. There are people who are probably at the edge already, collapsing. Many of us probably are much better here. So, जितना भी कुछ plan बताया मैंने, all the planning for prelims, for mains, all of that makes sense if you can get to accept the idea that this is definitely a very different challenge. This definitely is a very different type of situations. Don't complain about it. So if I was to sum up your preparation, I'll say, learn to accept. Okay, learn to accept this VUCA situation. Okay, try developing emotional resilience to live through this VUCA situation. Okay, you will have to develop leadership skills. Okay, strategic thinking abilities. Strategic thinking ability. Okay. You'll have to be realistic. At the same time, you also have to be optimistic. And this is what we say is the VUCA leadership. To deal with VUCA leadership, okay, there's a very interesting concept again. It's this matrix. Look at this matrix. Okay, so VUCA is volatile, VUCA is uncertain, VUCA is complex, VUCA is ambiguous. But because things are volatile, you need to have a vision. This is the V vision of the solution. What are the demands? Because things are uncertain, you need to have a better understanding. This is the U of the solution. Because things are more complex, you'll have to have focus. You'll have to have focus. You have to be flexible and creative. You must have more clarity in dealing with your situations. And because things are ambiguous, you'll have to be agile. Agile as in you'll have to be fast. You'll have to be innovative. Okay, so this is the VUCA of the problems, and this is the VUCA of the solutions. Okay, so what we are trying to do with you is set targets so that you can manage the VUCA of the solutions. Better develop a vision about your life, your goals, vision about your objectives once you become a civil servant, a bureaucrat. The vision should be so powerful that these dates and these events should not really shake you entirely. Understand the situations. Look at the things from different possible ways. Like I say, understand why you should do essays now, why you should do GS now, why I said focus on ethics and governance for those who have given the prelims and given the mains, and why I told the others, don't get into too much of abstractness, keep it overlapping with your prelims preparation. Have clarity in whatever you are doing. Have focus, be creative, and be agile. Now, these are times when everything is changing very fast. These are times when everything is morphing very fast. If you are not able to keep pace with change, with technology, okay. In fact, some of you have been asking me about this. Sir, why did I leave Wajiram and why am I starting on my own? One reason is that I have some visions for myself. Okay, I always wanted to do something in a different way. Time permitting and situation permitting, I'll share what my visions are. And my vision, if you see that slogan that we have with our Educami, it says pathways for learning. That is one of the innovations which me and my partners who believe in, and we hope we can do something on that. So I have a vision, I want to live for that. I have an understanding about what my strengths are, what my weaknesses are. I have clarity about, okay, I hope I have some clarity about what I want to do. And agile. Technologies is what we need to adopt. Online medium is a very fast growing medium. These tools are very fast. I have to be agile in adopting these changes. So I've tried to use some bit of VUCA in my life. I'm not saying I'm perfect here, but I'll suggest I think this is relevant to all of us here. So beta pandemic ho, nahi ho, date shift ho, nahi ho, everybody is affected. You're not supposed to be despondent here, not supposed to give up here. Okay, develop a vision, understand things better, have clarity and be agile. Okay, be innovative in your solutions and see how you can work towards it. Is that okay, all of you? Okay. Yes, you had come to take some plans for me about how to prepare, but I am talking about emotional aspects. I'm talking about how you can manage through managing your psychological distress, how you can manage through the uncertainties that you have. It's ultimately better a type of a mind game. Okay? You're not supposed to give up in your attempts. Don't give up in these situations. Okay? Whether you are here, and the worst part is, many of you are in situations where you do not even have your books. Many of you are in situations where, okay, you do not have your resources to read with. Okay? And that requires a lot of courage to say, whatever I have, let's use that. Maybe on the online, look up for some PDF copy that's being innovative, that's been agile. Okay, see if you can share the books with the friends that you have around you. Okay, so the VUCA leadership is what I expect out of you guys. You guys will manage the country, okay, in probably times to come. So VUCA leadership is what I expect out of you. Yeah, is it okay, all of you? I hope our conversation is helping you. I hope my conversation, okay, is helping you. Alicia, why I left Wajiram is no enmity here. It's just that I had a different set of thinking. I wanted to go on a different path and I chose to move on. It's about moving on actually. Okay, nothing else. Okay. Right? When will I commence the geography option online? I will start off somewhere in month of June. I'm waiting for the announcement of 20th May. Okay, then of course I can plan a bit more better. So अभी का interim arrangement है, probably for the next 20 or say 10, 15, 20 odd days के लिए, and thereafter we will have some different arrangement. Yes. Okay, life is an adventure, absolutely. Okay, go out, experiment a few things, go out and now that you're talking about adventure and moving on, I have a poem with me. Are you okay, all of you? Would you like to hear something, okay, on those lines? Yeah. Okay. I have this poem with me. If you've heard about Robert Frost. Robert Frost, he wrote a poem, okay, about different paths that he took. Okay, so the road less traveled, if you have heard about it, the road less traveled is a very powerful one. Let me see if I have it with me here. Okay, yes, I think I do. Yes, so this is a very powerful one. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen again. Just a conversation, beta. Nothing. You have to be. Yes. Yeah. Can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen? Yes, okay, fine. So this is the very famous poem. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, where it bent in the undergrowth. Very powerful one. I'll suggest if you can read this a couple of times. And this is the paragraph that inspires many people. Okay. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Basically, what I understand from this is that we should be okay conscious of the fact that we have to make choices. I read this somewhere, and I always talk about this in the class also, that a person is the sum total of choices that he makes. Okay? You are the choices that you make. And whatever you become, whatever you ultimately achieve, irrespective of what qualities you have, irrespective of what talent or skills you have, it is the choices you make, it is what you choose for yourself that ultimately matters. And that's how this is a very, very powerful statement. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So I think in your case, okay, this pandemic times gives you options now. How do you want to go about your life? You want to give up and move on? You want to defer the examination and appear the next year? You want to make a choice that I will work only for the prelims, nothing else? You want to make a choice, I want to juggle GS and essays and prelims? You want to make a choice, I will write answers for the next 15, 20 days? You want to make a choice, I will do whatever it takes for 15 days and then I'll change my strategy. So whatever choices you make in this situation is what will decide what will happen of your attempts and your life in the future. I think it's a very, very powerful, relevant quote. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that made all the difference. Yeah? So I hope I'm communicating whatever my intention is. Okay, I hope I'm getting across to you guys. And the webinar was not to teach you anything. It was more of a conversation, like I said. Okay, it was more like a talk, okay, with my students, okay, rather than any teaching here. Okay, so guys, do not worry as much. Do not get flustered as much. We are living in very difficult times, a classic VUCA situations. Okay, hold strong, do your best. Don't burn yourself. Do not overwork yourself and lose your momentum. Okay, slowly, gradually, I'm sure you're going to manage. I'm sure you're going to learn how to manage with the situation that we're facing. Is that okay, all of you? Okay. Yes. So thank you for being with me in this webinar. This was more or less what I could have said. You want some information, Nadafil, about, is it okay if I talk about the essay classes a bit? Is it okay? I'm done with your strategy. Are you okay if I discuss the essay program with you guys? Yeah? Okay, fine. Okay. Right then. Okay. Let me see if I can help you on this. Okay, so this is actually beyond the mandate, but okay. So those who want to log off and move on, that's your choice. For the others, I am discussing the essay program, okay, and whatever I have in mind. In fact, first or second week of June, we will start off with GS Testes program in collaboration with Chrome IAS. Proper one-year program, and primarily meant for the students who are appearing in 2021. Okay, so let me help you on that part. Let me help you on that. So look at my screen again, please. Okay. I'm sharing my screen again. Right. Now see, uh, essays program that we are launching. The essays program is starting from 12th of May. 12th of May. Your classes will be at 10 a.m. and the entire program is an online program. Online program. And the whole objective of this program, was that we will try to use the lockdown situation effectively. The lockdown extension that we have, I would like to use this effectively. That is the objective of the essays program. But the challenge is that it is difficult to evaluate papers. It is difficult to check papers in the online medium. There are options. Maybe I can check 15, 20, 30 of them, but not 100, 200 and more. Okay. That is why this program, what I've done is, I have launched essays program with one test, and later I will have essays tests only program. We'll offer 4 to 5 tests, and you must enroll in this separately. This will be a separate paid course. It will be a separate paid course. Generally, the entire program should cost you around 15,000 rupees. But because we're not giving you 4 to 5 tests, only one test, that is why we fixed this at 8,500. Okay, so that you do not feel challenged. You'll have approximately 18 to 20 sessions. 20 sessions, and all of them will be online. All of these will be online sessions. And in the essays program, okay, I will teach you how to structure the essays, how can you develop new points, how can you organize the essay, okay, bring interesting concepts. We also will have content discussions. I'll take up some specific content on which we can probably enrich a bit more. Okay, that is how we are planning. And this we are starting on 12th of May. And in the month of June, probably first or the second week of June, we will start off with 15 months GS test program for mains, and we'll also integrate this for the prelims, with the prelims. And this program is meant for those who are giving their attempt in 2021. Okay, we are planning approximately about 25 to 30 tests. Okay, and in this we will add an element of personal guidance. Somebody asked me, what is my vision? Now this is something that I have been working with. I've been working with a couple of certain senior faculties who are helping me develop this program for you guys. We'll have personal guidance, one-to-one interaction. We'll have classes before the tests, that's the way we have it in the geography optional test series also. Okay, and we will keep it integrated. We'll have it along with the prelims program. Give us another 3-4 days. I'll put up certain banners. I'll put up certain say posters to help you understand what the program is going to be about. Okay, it'll be a proper. We'll start in the month of June. It'll go on until the months before the main examination also. So some of you asked me, what will be the plan for those who are giving the examination in 2021? For you, I'll say you could consider joining this program, GS Test Main series. Plus, okay, I'll see if I can also launch the geography test series. Okay, along with the enrichment program. Okay, this is where my main expertise lies. But as of now, I'll suggest, okay, this is what we are offering. The essays program is what we are offering. So I think you all have seen this poster. Okay, you all have seen this poster, I'm sure. Okay, that features what our essays will include. And by the way, I want to tell this to all of you. that we probably will not extend the admissions beyond a particular time. Like I said, now our ability to check online is very limited. Okay, so we'll have limited seats there, so you can join whenever you want to join. Okay, we have given the links to you. Please do look up. Okay, I think I've communicated whatever I had to. But yes, I take the opportunity to also thank Chrome IAS who having partnered with us in this endeavor. So thank you, Chrome IAS, and I hope we both develop this program really effectively. Okay, then I think I have said whatever I had to say. I have said whatever I had to say. If you have some doubts you want to clarify with me, if you have some clarifications, you can ask me. Okay. Otherwise, we can call it a day. It's almost a good 1 hour of discussion we had. Do you want to ask me something? Will essay classes be available after the live? Yes, but we'll have a limited time for which you can view the recorded sessions. Yes, we will do that. Okay. Yes, I will definitely request all of you to join. Okay, it'll be nice, encouraging step for me too. But you take your call ultimately. Guidelines for optional beta chhod do abhi optional for some time. It's very fresh. Okay, go by the planner I've suggested for now. Right, till 31st, and 31st May, no, SAS program will continue. Okay, but till 31st May, I'll finish off the bulk of the classes, and then we'll take on after that. Okay, we'll let you know when we start off GS. Right? Okay, then. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a pleasure talking to all of you. It was a very nice emotional moment announcing Edukemi to all of you on the open webinar. I hope you all benefit with this. Okay, and I would see you partnering so that we work and make this a success. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Good luck to you. Okay, and develop the leadership you want. Okay, in this VUCA situation. Okay, bye bye.